right, you guys? Podcast time.
Chew. It's quieter.
Fucking podcasting right now.
Chew quieter.
And now, to the podcast studio.
Hello, and welcome back to Chew Quieter. I am Gabe Mercado. We have Armando Verdugo and Chris Meehan with us today. And it's just us three, no special guests. We figured we'll catch up a little bit. And I mean, we were off last week, so we kind of need to do that. But before we do that, we obviously got to get into our sponsors and thank our sponsors for being part of the show. LiftItForLess.com is your one-stop online marketplace for top quality parts and accessories for your Jeep, Bronco, and truck. Carrying great brands like Rock Crawler Suspension, Savvy Off-Road, and Rigid Industries, plus many more. With a wide range of products designed to enhance your off-road experience, you can trust LiftItForLess.com to provide you with the best in the industry. Also,
and I hear they even have a Black Friday sale going on right now.
Yes, they have a Black Friday sale right now.
So get on over and get your Black Friday deals going on. Go give them a shout if you get your Black Friday on.
Yep. Also, Rub One, revolutionizing the way you wash and protect your Jeep, truck, and side-by-side. Easy to use products designed to give your ride the perfect finish, whether you're hitting the streets or the trails. With optional low pressure or high pressure foam cannons, Rub One has you covered. Get yours now at rub-one.com. Also, guys, we don't have enough people following us on Facebook for some reason, but we're getting a lot more followers on Spotify. So thank you for following us on Spotify.
Yes.
But also go to Facebook, hit that follow button. Go to Twitter, hit that follow button. Subscribe on YouTube also. If you're into listening to podcasts and watching them at home, go to YouTube and follow us and subscribe there too.
Don't forget TikTok.
Yeah, and TikTok. We're on TikTok.
We're everywhere.
We're on Instagram also, but I'll be honest with you, man. Armando sends me messages on Instagram all the fucking time.
I know, and I don't even look at them.
I don't even look at them. I don't look at Instagram, period. I haven't opened that app in such a long time.
I sit down and I see I've probably got 20 messages in my system halfway through the week. And I'm like, all right, I'll get them all out of the way.
So the reason why I don't do Instagram is because Instagram is pretty much, you can get the same content on Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, everything else.
Not so much TikTok. TikTok's its own entity.
True. But it's a lot of the content
Facebook,
is shared.
Instagram's the same. Yes, Facebook, Instagram's pretty much the same. But if you share TikTok out into Instagram or Facebook, it gets throttled, and you don't get the reach.
Huh?
Because Zuckerberg, he don't like TikTok.
I thought they owned TikTok owned. Oh no, they own Instagram.
They own Instagram. Yes.
No, the China's owned TikTok.
Yeah. China.
The China virus. China.
We did not record or do a podcast last week. Armando was just getting settled back into getting back home. He was here in Tennessee, visiting the great state of Tennessee.
And a couple other states.
Well, they're not so great though.
No, I'm in the great state of Tennessee, but definitely did hit a couple other states. It was great. Got out. We had a nice group of friends show up at Nearest Green on Saturday 2 weeks ago. It was great to see everyone out there. I know Chris and Jarrell came up from Huntsville. Chambliss, Ricky Berry from RCV, and Michael from
Infinite.
Sorry, I'm like I am beat. So between that vacation and last week's show, today it hit me really hard, and I'm like my mind's like in the clouds right now. So
I bet.
Yeah. So Michael from Infinite Off-Road came out, and then Gabe and his wife Jennifer came out, and then a couple of our old neighbors who happened to move right in the area, Jose and Autumn, came out and met with us, and then we hung out. Even after that, we kind of went to some little shithole bar in Shelbyville.
That bar is something else. We got
that bar was something that was ridiculous, but No, it was a great trip. Did a bunch of distillery tours and tastings. Went up to Kentucky to take Kim to the Buc-ee's. She'd never been to a Buc-ee's, so we had to go to Buc-ee's. We were just planning to go to Bowling Green, and then she saw that there was a Buc-ee's, so we went to Buc-ee's. Came back down, hung around a little bit of Nashville, but Nashville just isn't our scene.
Yeah.
Had more fun down at distilleries. Chattanooga was great. We stayed at the Choo Choo in the Pullman car. It's definitely something you have to do.
Right.
And then Monday afternoon we had lunch Monday morning we went to that Confederate battleground up outside of Chattanooga on the hill, which was badass.
Stone River.
Yeah, up there at the top. Yeah, that ridge. That was pretty badass. Then had lunch with Chambliss at the Goat in Murfreesboro, and then checked in a hotel Monday afternoon, and then Ubered out to Opryland and went to go see Bonnie Raitt at the Grand Ole Opry. Definitely a bucket list location for me. Never grew up watching the Grand Ole Opry and that side of things, and it was a bucket list for sure to go and see it. Bonnie Raitt probably wasn't the top of the groups or artists that I would go to see, but holy fuck, it was a phenomenal show. I didn't even know she was that good.
Mm-hmm.
The guy that opened up for her, she's a legend for a reason. Definitely very bluesy, very folky, very, very right up my alley. And then the opener, fuck, I forgot the guy's name, but we bought an album from him. He was really good. This limey guy was it Little Nas X? No, it was some guy. I'm gonna send you the guy's name and you look him up, and like it was fucking badass. It was really good. 2 rows behind us, Vince Gill and Amy Grant.
Oh,
we're sitting 2 rows behind us. And then I was wearing my NAU hoodie, and some guy comes over and asks me, "Hey, are you from NAU? Are you from Flagstaff?" And I was like, "No, my daughter just went to school there." And he's like, "Oh, I just moved here. My daughter is here." And then we sat and talked for a couple of minutes, and then we saw him by the bathroom. He's there with his daughter. And his daughter like comes over and she's like, "Well, yeah, you went to Flagstaff. Your daughter's at Flagstaff." I'm like, "Yeah, she's in Vegas right now. She went to the SEMA show to see Cage the Elephant and Sublime in Vegas with her friends that weekend." And she's like, "Oh yeah, my husband's the manager for Sublime." I'm like,
no
motherfucker. Yeah, he was out there and in Vegas. So I'm like, holy fuck. So Kim's just been on cloud nine. She was first kind of going, "We're going to spend all this money to go to Opry. I don't even know what to do with this." But when we got there, it was like, you just felt it. That energy at the Opry was great. And the show was.
So did you get the guy's number? Her number?
The guy's number? No, I didn't.
Oh.
Man, go
that's it. I don't want to hear any more of the story now. You fucked it all up.
I fucked it all up. No, but it was good though. But I love Tennessee, and it would be a great place for me to retire, to go out there.
I'm telling you, man,
find a piece of property, build my barn dough on the water, have my dock and my boat out there, and that would be the life for me. But got a little ways to get there still. So starting with this new company, I'm probably got another 5-10 years of working on me still.
Yeah. So on Saturday after we all left Nearest Green, we went to this little hole in the wall bar in Shelbyville.
It's an Italian restaurant that has a bar that's sitting next to it.
Yeah. The food is really good. But the atmosphere in the bar is completely different. And
well, it was fine when we first got there.
Yeah.
Until DJ Puffy showed up. So this dude comes in and it says DJ something. I don't know what it said on his shirt. It's a DJ.
I can't remember the DJ's name.
DJ Big Boy. He was a big
fat dude.
he was a big local boy.
Yeah.
And he come in and set up, and there's tables everywhere, and people just sitting talking, and all of a sudden he sets it up, and the volume goes up to fucking 11.
Yeah. I was
And
like,
we're
"What?"
all there sitting like trying to hang out, like just sitting there talking. All of a sudden, you're like yelling at each other. It was quite hysterical, and he wouldn't turn it down, even though everyone left, other than our table and them, because it was like him and his family that were at this one table.
Oh, so he
It was
ran
just
everybody
us
out of there.
and them.
Yeah.
As soon as he started the loud, like all the tables just started filed out. We hung out there because there was really no place else to go. So we
There's
just
not
hung
many
out and
bars
dealt,
in Shelbyville.
dealt with the loudness, but it was somewhat ridiculous that he had to be in there with that loud. Like,
Yeah. And even the people that were part of his group that were singing karaoke, they left right afterwards too.
oh, they came in, they sang one song, and then she realized that she sucked. I think she realized she sucked singing, so and it was too loud, so they left. I don't know.
Yeah, she sucked my wife into singing with her. She somehow eyeballs my wife as she's singing, goes to my wife with the microphone and just puts it in my wife's face, and my wife was like awkwardly just like talking the lyrics instead of singing them. And then she walks over to Armando, and Armando just like the same like
Yeah, I'm like no.
What song was she singing?
Oh, I don't even remember.
Who fucking knows?
It all matters what song it is.
It was I don't think it was, it's one of those songs no one's heard of that
Yeah.
only she likes.
Mm.
Yeah,
Type
yeah. It was
That
a
nobody else
song
can
she.
sing.
It was the last page in the book, and she's like, "Oh, there's my song."
Yeah.
It was one of those. But I have to say that DJ Chubby Puffs came on and did a Jelly Roll song, and dude had pipes.
Oh yeah, that one, and that other girl too, that really big girl.
Yeah, the girl was with them. Yeah, she
Yeah.
was pretty good too. But yeah, it was fun. It was definitely a night that we'll never ever forget.
So it's my first time meeting Armando's friend Jose and Autumn. They live in Normandy, which is just 20 minutes from my place, and it's the first. They're setting the first example of how they are and that sort of thing, and first impressions. And about an hour into being at this bar, Jose just disappears, and Autumn suddenly is like, "Oh, I bet you he's outside throwing up." And sure enough, we're like, "Okay, I guess it's time to go." We pay our tabs and everything. We go outside, and
it was
there's
a couple hours. We were in there a couple hours.
yeah, I guess you're right. A couple hours.
We were in there a couple hours.
He had
Yeah, but-
7 beers.
But he was in there just like every time the guy came and like would just walk by, he'd be like, grab a beer. Plus,
Yeah.
he drank I don't know how many at near his screen,
He had a few.
and so yeah, he came back and pounded. Plus, I think he was hitting some dubage too.
Yeah,
so
I think they were
that
drinking
probably didn't help.
old fashions at
Yeah, we were drinking
At
old
the
fashions
distillery.
Yeah.
at the distillery. Yeah.
Yeah, but I had to walk around his puddle of vomit because my car was parked next to his, and he's leaning outside of the passenger side of his vehicle, which is the driver's side of my vehicle, and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna walk around this.
So funny thing is, we told the story when we're at the bar before the music got really loud about when Jose used to live across the street. Jose and I used to live across the street from us at our old house, and Jose's 40th birthday, we went out and we just bar hopped, and we had a designated driver in a Suburban, and there was 6 or 7 of us in the Suburban, and we ended up, I think, at the Cowboy Bar, Norton's, closed that down, went to Filiberto's, which is the fast food Mexican food, ate, and then on the way home, the lady that owned the Suburban, her daughter, her 16 or 17-year-old daughter was our driver, was driving, and Jose's out the window like
Oh,
so I love you, buddy.
no, he's a really nice guy. They're both really nice people.
He's a really cool dude. I love him, and it's one of those relationships that we were together for the longest time across the street. Our kids kind of grew up together, And then the fact that we got there and we were able to see them out there was pretty cool.
Yeah. It was a good time. My wife
definitely night.
clicked with Autumn and your wife, Kim.
Mm-hmm.
I think my wife and Autumn exchanged numbers. They want to get together sometime. And then I got Jose's number. And I actually went to his place last weekend. Big property. It's up in the hills in Normandy.
12 acres in Normandy.
It's huge. Yeah. Nice big house. And he gave me 5 dozen eggs to bring home.
Yeah. 30 chickens.
Nice.
So there's an abundance of eggs at the house.
So I have a lot of
the best kind of eggs.
Yeah. Which is good for me because I just started the carnivore diet. So this really helps my pocket a little bit.
Yep.
So no, definitely great trip. It was great to see everyone out there. I wish it could have been a little bit longer and done a little bit more and seen a few more people, but time was limited and we had things that we wanted to do and things that she needed to see and experience. But it was a great time to be in that area.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever really been to Tennessee in the fall. So it was.
It's really nice with the trees changing colors and all that.
The trees changing colors everywhere. Trees on the ground, like some of these canopy streets we went down. We make this tour around this mountain. Even the one going up to that battleground, you're in these canopy streets with the leaves all on the ground everywhere. It's just really cool for someone who's not in a place that has seasons to see the seasons.
Yeah. I mean, you don't even have trees, right?
We have trees, but they either lose all their leaves, they don't change color, they just fall off, or they just stay evergreens. So now we have trees.
So next time you come out,
clouds out there too, Gabe. Just in case you didn't know, clouds too.
So next time you come out, Armando, it's going to be the property hunt, right?
The property hunt's already been happening for years.
Okay.
I just can't find the right one. I think the next one will be, we'll see what happens over the next year. But I would like to buy the property. Maybe at some point, if it's right, take the trailer out there and park it, and then just do some time out there here and there. Make it a little easier to be out there. So we'll see what goes.
Just don't buy anything up near North Tennessee, near Clarksville, because that's where Matt lives.
No, it's probably gonna be what I'm looking at is probably one of the lakes down southeast of you. So
closer to Chambliss then.
Closer to south of you, to Chattanooga, towards Chattanooga.
Oh, okay.
So like down that way, there's a bunch of lakes. Like we looked at Tim's Ford, and anything around Tim's Ford that has housing is fucking expensive just for bare property.
Yeah.
I think anything I want that's anything good, Tim's Ford is bare property, $500,000 for acre plus.
Mm-hmm. There's a reason though.
Oh yeah, no, there's definitely a reason, but I don't need to be that close to people or shit.
Nope.
So you mentioned that you guys went to Buc-ee's. Did you see any come and goes while you're out there?
A come and go up there? I don't think I saw a come and go. There's a map. The map codes are everywhere.
You don't know what a come and go is, Chris?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So did you hear that they're rebranding?
Yes. They're changing the name?
Yeah. So apparently they were bought out by Maverick, and now they're just rebranding to have
Maverick,
that continuity and unity.
Okay.
But when I saw this at first, there was a lot of chatter on Twitter, X, and just poking fun at the name Come and Go.
Oh, I did when I first saw it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Straight away.
I've seen him before.
I had a lighter with Come and Go on it.
And
I held on to it for the longest time because I lived in Colorado at the time. I was like, there isn't any of these in Colorado. I'm holding on to this fucking thing. This is a great conversation piece.
Yep. Yeah. I used to walk in there and say, what if I want to come and stay?
What if I just want to come?
Yeah. It's just like so many puns in his store.
Yeah.
And the girl just rolled her eyes. I'm like, yes, I know. You've heard it all before.
Yeah, I hear that every other customer.
But you know what? This is my first time, so you're going to hear it.
You're gonna hear it every time. Yeah. So no, I've seen the come and go before. I don't think we saw any this trip.
Yeah, there's a lot of Mapcos, come and goes. There are.
Well, Mapco's being bought out by Circle. A lot of Mapcos are changing to Circle K.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that's
Circle
good
K's
because
make
Circle K's are the shit station of the world. So it makes sense because all the Mapcos are shit stations of the world.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. So there's a Buc-ee's opening up in Murfreesboro soon.
Mm.
Yeah,
they just
Staying in
broke ground.
Texas.
Yeah, they just broke ground.
Yep.
Well, we're actually getting one in. We're just getting one outside of Phoenix.
Oh.
Next year there'll be one open up outside of Phoenix in Goodyear.
You know what you call 365 used condoms? A good year.
God. My mum will love that one, Gabe.
Yeah, she's one of our biggest fans.
Mm. She'll love that one.
Did you guys watch the Tyson fight?
Yes, while I was installing new turbos into my car, yes.
No.
God. I don't know if we want to call it a fight because it was not a fight.
It wasn't a fight. It was all a setup. It was just for show, and I knew it was. It's all about them making money, and everyone bought into it.
Okay, let me say this. I gave Tyson enough respect in my head thinking he's a pure boxer.
Nope.
He should know better that the cardinal sin in boxing is you don't throw a fight. But he threw the fight.
Well, I don't even call him a boxer. When he went, as I lost all respect for him the day he bit, what's his name, ear off.
Holyfield.
That was a day that was like, you know what? You're not a boxer, dude. You are something else. You don't care about your sport. From that point on, I lost all respect for him. Is he strong? Yes. He could punch? Yes. But as a sportsman, no good.
Yeah, all the training videos that we saw, he was hitting much harder and moving much faster in those videos than he was in that ring that night.
Yep.
Even the weigh-ins, that slap that he gave him, that was probably the hardest punch he threw that entire weekend.
Yeah, because he actually got hurt. He stood on his foot, so it was just like a reflex.
My bunions.
Yeah. The whole time, like you could see the fight in Tyson because he's never ever bit his glove before.
Right.
Never. And you could see that all that tension was just getting bit into his glove because he couldn't punch him back.
Yeah, there's a lot of video that people were pointing out.
It's everywhere.
Him pulling his punches, not throwing punches. Side-by-side videos of him in the exact same situation where he would counter. Yep. In every fight that he would counter during the situation. And in this one, he would like load up and then not throw it.
He'd ooh, nope, can't do it. I saw, when he first came out, I saw 2 punches that would have finished the match over. Because I know how hard Mike Tyson can hit. And when he hits, he doesn't stop.
Yeah.
He just keeps going and going and going. And the first one that he missed, I'm like, you know what? This isn't real. This is all for show. And guarantee you there will be a rematch. But with all the hype that's come out right now, they're not going to because it didn't do a good enough show.
Yeah. I don't see it happening. I mean, I think from this point on also, any Jake Paul is going to be scrutinized.
Yeah.
Even harder than all the other ones were in the past.
Yeah, this is his last fight. Because anything he comes out with now, everyone's be like, is it real? Is it fake?
I'll tell you what, though. I will watch a fight with Jake Paul if he's not promoting it. If someone else sets his fighter for him, picks this fighter for him, and someone else promotes it, and someone else picks the judges for that fight, I might watch it just because I want to see him get his ass kicked.
Yeah.
But if he's promoting the fight, if he's picking the judges, if he's picking his own fighter, I'm not watching that shit.
Yeah.
I already know how it's going to turn out.
Yep. Well, I saved my $6, so I'm good.
Travis thought he was Mr. Crystal Ball. I mean, he had his prediction Jake Paul was going to smash Tyson, which he didn't smash Tyson. He did win, but Travis was patting his own back that night.
Yeah, I said if Tyson doesn't get him in the first 2 rounds, it's bullshit.
Well, here's the reason why. The contract was laid out to where the longer the fight went on, the more Tyson got paid.
Yeah, but okay, so therefore, why is everyone watching it for? We all know what's going to happen.
Well, I didn't know that part about the contract. If I knew that, I would have thought completely different.
I would have waited for it to come on freaking cable TV.
Well, I mean, essentially it was on cable TV. It was on Netflix.
Yeah, but not paid.
What do you mean not paid?
Like, you know, when you used to have all the stuff that used to come on the theater and you go, oh, I'll wait for that for VHS.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. I'm not going to pay for it. I'll wait for it. I'll watch it free.
Well, I mean, it's essentially free because you already have the subscription.
Not everybody has Netflix.
Are you one of these people that gets their subscription from someone else's subscription?
No, that's my daughter.
Well,
She called
that's
me up the other
okay.
day. She
That's
FaceTimed
okay.
me the other day and said, Dad, do you think Netflix will work in Australia if I use your account? I said, well, let's give it a go. And I said, as long as we're all not on it together, you're good.
I think Netflix lost a lot of subscribers from
Yes.
that fight
Well, they couldn't
for
handle
2
it.
reasons. One, their live streaming servers could not handle it.
Yep.
And then there's people like, oh, I had no problem. Like, well, I didn't have a problem either until the actual Tyson fight started.
Yes. Yep.
And
That's
it
when
actually
everyone had the
crashed on
problem.
me a few times.
Well, because I think most of the people came on when he came on. They didn't care about the other fights.
108 million people were streaming that thing live.
Yep. Isn't that what Biden got voted the last election?
80 million.
80. Okay.
Close.
No.
Yeah. So, definitely the last time I watched a Jake Paul fight or any Paul brother fight.
I don't really get into the boxing. It's not my thing. Gerald had a
I
big
haven't-
fight night set up, and he's like, "You coming?" Nah.
Yeah, I haven't really been into boxing for the longest time either. I think the last time I got excited for a boxing match was probably Pacquiao Mayweather, maybe.
Rocky 3 was mine.
Armando doesn't know what you're talking about because he doesn't watch movies.
No.
No, I might watch the first one. There's no way I'm watching a fucking third movie. No, fuck
There's
you.
5, bro. There's
No,
5.
there's like way more than.
Yeah, again, you might squeeze me into a 2, but if there's a 3, fuck you, I'm out.
I think 4 was the best one.
Which one was that one?
When he fights Ivan Drago in Russia.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I'll put that. I think the first one
What-
and that one, yes.
Yeah, when he's training to Hearts on Fire, that
Yes.
song Hearts on
Mhm.
Fire, and he's moving cars out of the snow and he's lifting logs.
Heavy
and he's
logs. Yeah.
running in snow that's knee high all the way up to a mountain. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you
that was
watch
a great one.
Do you watch Stallone's show on Paramount?
Oh, Tulsa
Tulsa?
King?
The Tulsa King, yes.
Yeah,
It's a good
I
show.
love that show.
Yes.
It's so unbelievable. It's so good.
Yeah, my Sunday nights are taken up. So it's Tulsa King first. Then I go and watch. There's another show I watch. God damn, what is that other show?
Lioness?
Which one? Yes,
Lioness.
Lioness.
Lioness
Yes, I watched
Lioness
that.
just started.
Yep, that's come back. And Yellowstone.
I give up
Yellowstone
on
just came
Yellowstone.
back. I haven't touched Yellowstone yet.
That's not too
I give
bad.
up.
So
I
far,
haven't
it's
given
not
up
too
on it.
bad.
We just haven't.
Not too bad.
So right now I
there's
think
another
we're
show.
Lincoln Lawyer.
Oh,
Bad
Lincoln
Monkey.
Lawyer is really good.
Dude, I watched Lincoln Lawyer in one sitting.
Yeah.
All 3 seasons.
No, the last season. I've been already done
okay.
first and second. The third
Okay.
season come out. I just sat there and yep.
Oh, it's all the okay, yeah.
3 a.m. I went to
No.
bed. I'm like, damn it, there's the next season.
Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of like our list right now is I think we just finished out Bad Monkey. We have
Bad Monkey's
Lincoln
good.
Lawyer to go. I think we have Tulsa Kings, a couple episodes of Tulsa King, and then haven't started Yellowstone yet.
Have you watched Bad Money?
Bad Money?
Yeah.
Which one's that?
It's got what's the guy of the Wedding Crashers? The big tall dude. He's always
Vince
funny.
Vaughn?
Yes.
He's in
Talking
he's in
about
Bad
Bad
Monkey.
Monkey?
That's Bad Monkey.
I thought I said Bad Money.
No,
No.
Bad Monkey.
It's
It's Bad Monkey. It's on Apple TV. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's Bad Monkey. Yeah, that's Bad Monkey.
So you heard it in someone else in your Australian accent or
It
something?
must have been. Look, my eyes are going really bad, so when I see it on the TV, I don't wear glasses. So,
Are you guys into the alien shows?
No.
No,
Like the conspiracy alien shows?
no.
No.
So on Netflix, there's a guy named Graham Hancock. He's an older.
Yes, I watch him. Yes,
Okay, so he has one called Ancient Apocalypse.
Yes,
It's the
yes.
second season on Netflix. Phenomenal.
yeah. I started
Highly
watching
recommend it.
That. Yeah, I started.
There's another one called Investigation Alien.
Mhm.
That one's really good too. In the theory that ends that show, that season, the theory this guy comes up with is really good, and it is basically that aliens are human time travelers.
Okay.
I can kind of see it, and he gives his reasons. I don't want to go into it too much because I don't want to spoil it for anyone.
I'll have to watch it now. Damn it.
But
Gabe.
it's really good.
So another good one is Silo. Do you guys get Apple TV?
Mm-hmm.
Silo is a good one. Second season just came out.
I tried watching Territory. It's the Australian Yellowstone.
Oh my god, it's
so bad.
bullshit. Justine, it was funny the other day. We sit on the couch and Justine goes, because we're watching Yellowstone, the first episode back, and she's like, "Hey, this feels like that Australian show we watch." I said, "Duh." I'm like, it doesn't take the first half an hour. I watched Territory. I'm like, this is Yellowstone.
It is.
The only thing that's missing is directed by Mr. Shelton, whatever his damn name is.
Sheldon. Yeah,
Sheldon.
Sheldon.
Yeah.
Mostly every Paramount show that comes out now, he's directing it.
Yeah, Taylor Sheridan.
Yeah,
Yep.
they have all the same start and all the same.
Well, the other one that
opening.
came out just recently that we haven't seen is Land.
Yes, that one.
Landman.
That's the one I was
Landman.
trying to remember.
Oh.
That is
Landman.
awesome.
It's that one seems like it's going to be like Dallas.
Yes, it's awesome, dude. It is awesome.
Like it's like Texas, like Dallas
I
old
haven't
TV
seen that
show
one
type
yet.
of thing.
I'm
We haven't watched it yet. That one's
Two
like on
episodes deep.
the to do, the to do.
Yeah, 2 episodes deep. Can't wait for them. Can't wait for Sunday. That was my other show I watch on Sundays. So
Are
if
you
you want
guys
to talk to me
into-
Sunday night, forget it.
Have you guys watched Dark Winds?
A little bit.
I
still
like
watch a
that
little
one.
bit.
I like that one. I just finished the second season.
Yeah.
And if you haven't yet, it's the same guy that's on Dark Winds is on a show called Reservation Dogs. That's an FX show.
Oh, I don't watch it.
It's a comedy. It takes place in Oklahoma. He's a reservation cop on an Indian reservation.
What's that one called?
Reservation Dogs.
I think
And it basically follows a bunch of kids that live on an Indian reservation.
Oh,
It's so fucking funny.
I watch another cop show like that on their Indian reservation cops.
Like,
It's-
is it?
It's made like back in the 60s or something like that. He drives around in the GMC like truck
So that's what Dark Winds is. That's what you're talking about.
with the girl and the FBI
Yeah.
agent.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I need to get these. I'm pretty sure I'm going senile or something's going on.
You're not eating your Vegemite enough.
I don't know what the fuck's going on, dude.
I
Either
think
I'm
just
under too much
Justine's giving you that little bit of sprinkle of poison in your food every time.
stress. I don't know what she's doing. I don't have
Yeah, you
life
might-
insurance yet, so she should stop. Oh god!
You know who should stop doing this? So, okay. My wife last weekend put up Christmas decorations already.
That's wrong.
That's what I said.
Yeah, no.
That's December.
I'm in my office I was in my office all day, and I went downstairs. I'm like, what the hell is all this? She hasn't come upstairs to bother me once. Went downstairs. It smelled like cinnamon. I was like, oh no. I look around and she's got a mess. She's got tinsel everywhere. She's got the tree up. She's got it all decorated. She's got Santa Claus stuff up and the hosing and candy canes everywhere. And
So
the only thing that's not up is the Christmas lights.
how do you celebrate Christmas with no kids? How does that work?
Okay, well, in her case, her adopted parents, every single year, they played Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus for they fostered a bunch of kids, over 500 kids.
Holy crap.
Yeah. So to her, there's a lot of nostalgia.
Yeah.
So
Some people have good memories of Christmas.
Yeah.
Just not me.
Yeah, same here. My memories of Christmas are staying up till midnight at my grandparents' house,
Yeah.
eating tamales until I puke.
Yeah.
And
And
then
then whatever else sweet shit happened to be there.
Right. And then eating or opening presents at midnight. That's my memories of Christmas in the Mexican ghetto.
My Christmas was pretty much as we go to my uncle and auntie's Christmas Eve, eat, play, mess about, drive home. It'd be like 11 o'clock. I would pretend I was asleep, wait till 2 o'clock, wait till 3 o'clock and go, shit, I can't wait any longer. I'm going to go wake up mum and dad. It'd be 4 o'clock in the morning and I'll be opening Christmas presents. My mum and dad used to hate it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got my brother into it. And then we were told, you get out of bed before 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock when we got older. No presents.
What's
No
a traditional Christmas dinner like in Australia? Chicken?
Roast chicken. I miss my mum's roast chickens, roast pumpkin, roast potato. Like that was my favorite time, was to get my mum's roasts.
Roast potato sounds really good.
Yeah. Have you never had roast pumpkin before?
No.
Roast pumpkin's awesome, dude. Like
What is
Americans don't know what that is. They're like you come at me with a pumpkin pie and I'm like, ugh, it's cold. Nothing's disgusting. Roasted pumpkin pie, roasted pumpkin. You cut it like you're gonna roast a potato. You peel a potato, cut it in half, roast it. Like with like a leg of lamb or a big chunk of steak or whatever, big chunk of beef.
But not.
But roasted more, it's so crispy on the outside, but so moist on the inside. Dude, it's just, it's so good.
So it's like a yam.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah. Hard pass.
It's good.
Yeah, I don't like yams.
But it tastes like pumpkin.
Does it?
Yes. Well, it's pumpkin.
Does it taste like pumpkin pie or does it taste like pumpkin?
No, it tastes like pumpkin.
See, I like pumpkin pie because it's just got massive
Sweet.
amounts of sugar and cinnamon and artificial pumpkin.
Yes, it's not real pumpkin.
I'll definitely have your mom's roasted chicken though.
Oh, it's good.
I can kill some
Roasted chicken, I'm in. Pumpkin?
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah. Like Thanksgiving. I don't really, Thanksgiving is like, Like I'm happy to celebrate Thanksgiving, but it's the food. I'm not.
Obviously, I can't ask you what they eat in Australia for Thanksgiving, obviously, but
Why, Gabe?
do you have a similar holiday out there for
Why,
it?
Gabe? Why can't we have Thanksgiving in Australia?
Because it's not an Australian holiday.
Thank you.
What do you have, Boxing Day?
Dude, Boxing Day is 26th of December. So we have
Wait, you
Boxing
guys have
Day.
Boxing Day too?
Yeah, we have Boxing Day after Christmas.
Okay, so what's the difference?
What do you mean?
Wait,
What's the difference between Christmas and Boxing Day?
So, to be honest, I have no clue what Boxing Day means in Australia.
Wait, yeah.
All I
what
know
the,
is we
it
have all the big
boxing?
sales.
What the fuck is Boxing Day? What does that mean?
They come from England. I don't know.
Because I know the Canadians have the Boxing Day.
Yeah, so do the French.
I don't know. Fuck the
Yeah.
French.
I think
So
the Irish have it too.
They're
So you'd be
fucking frogs.
surprised how many times when I've been out at Jeep shows, people come up and they go, "Man, how do you guys celebrate Thanksgiving?" And I'm like, same way we celebrate July 4th. We don't.
With
And they're
fireworks.
like, what are you talking about? I said, Australia's a different country. We didn't have Indians. We didn't have Independence Day.
Native Americans.
Well, okay, Native American Day, whatever. Just stuff
Abos.
like that. And they're definitely not Indians.
But they're indigenous. That's where the word Indian comes from, is indigenous.
So why didn't we get Indians at home then? We got Abos.
That's the translation. Australian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's basically you take it and you put it in a mirror over this way, and it's like it's the
flip it
correlate.
upside down.
It's a correlation, or flip it upside down, and
Yeah.
then when you flip it upside down, it jumbles. So there's nothing's in order. So you just give it like whatever.
So
you can.
many people say that, and I'm just like, you guys, I just don't understand you.
So what's your equivalent? Is there one?
We have Australia Day, so when we were founded.
But that would be your 4th of July, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, now there's a big controversy on that because the natives call it Invasion Day.
Of course they do.
So it's like they're trying to get rid of it. And I'm like, no, it's just Australia Day. You just got to look at where the country is today. That's what we're celebrating. We're not celebrating 200 years ago when we come over and killed all these people and took their land. That's not what we're celebrating. We're celebrating to what Australia is right now.
Mm-hmm.
And they just don't understand. It's just the same as the stuff here with the the slaves and this and that. It's all reparations and blah. I'm like, you're celebrating where you are right now. Nothing else. I don't celebrate 4th of July and think about what happened in the past. I celebrate what it is today.
So speaking
Like
of
blowing my fucking finger off.
Yeah.
So speaking of the whole slave thing, let me show you this really quick. This just happened today. Did you see this?
You can then misuse words like oppression. There has been no oppression for the white man in this country. You tell me which white men were dragged out of their homes. You tell me which one of them got dragged all the way across an ocean and told that you are going to go and work. We are going to steal your wives. We are going to rape your wives. That didn't happen. That is oppression. We didn't ask to be here. We're not the same migrants that y'all constantly come up against. We didn't run away from home. We were stolen.
I'm pretty sure she wasn't stolen. She was born here.
Yeah, that's the racist senator, ghetto senator from Georgia.
Yeah, wow.
What's her name? Jasmine Crockett.
Well, let's go to the history. Yes, white people were enslaved.
Mm-hmm.
The Irish were fucking slaves.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty fucking white. They're pretty fucking clear. If you look at an Irish person, they're fucking clear.
You can see through them.
Secondly, you weren't stolen. You were sold by your own fucking people.
Right.
You were sold out by your own fucking people.
Yep.
Yeah. Does she really think that those slave docks, the ship docks off the Ivory Coast, were built by white people? No. No. They were built by the Africans that were selling out their own people.
Yep.
Right.
Basically, you got sold out by your own people, and you want to blame the white man. No, you know what? The white man accepted you because it was goods
Cheap.
at the time. It was cheap. It filled the need.
Yeah.
But
And she's saying that they were forced here. She's no longer forced here. She could fucking leave at any moment she wants to.
at any time you can go
And
back.
no-
but
they
it's like
oppress themselves
Right.
yeah.
because they're trying to live in the past.
Want to change? You want to change the past? Whatever. No.
She's so oppressed with her Chanel glasses and earrings that she had to come out on the floor. And
She's an
stop this
elected
bullshit.
official.
Yeah.
How are you oppressed if you're in a fucking elected official and making how much money?
Yeah.
That doesn't look like oppression to me.
Right.
You're only
Yeah,
oppressed by
it's-
yourself. It
Yes.
doesn't matter what color, what creed you are. You're only oppressed by yourself.
I think these race baiting activists that we have in office need
Oh, they're
all
going to be
kicked
gone.
out.
They're going to be all gone. It just pressure on them so much that they just walk away. And there's already people walking away. There's already the talks and
the tides are turning.
just walk away.
Yep.
Just walk away. we don't want racism. Nobody wants racism. You keep bringing it up. We say, hey, everyone should be in here together. The whole idea is the melting pot. We're not here to hold the shit on the old side. We want to go together. We want to be Americans. Band together. Change your ideals.
Mm-hmm.
Think about America first and America as who you are, and you realize how quickly things change.
And let's not forget, this country was the leading country to abolishing slavery.
Yeah.
It's the first. It was the first country to say, you know what, maybe this is not such a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On top of that, we didn't even get the world's majority of slaves. We got, I think, not even a quarter of the slaves that were driven out of Africa. Yeah. South America got a majority of them.
England.
Europe got the other majority of it, and we got just a sliver of the pie.
Yeah.
Here in America.
I don't think you'll ever get rid of color. You just can't get rid of that. You're either white. You'll never get rid of what color your skin color is. But it doesn't need to be said in a derogatory way.
But your skin color does not define who you are.
Correct.
Your actions define who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And the more that you push that back and go, oh, I'm oppressed because I'm this color. I could easily go, yeah, I was raised in a shitty neighborhood or whatever. Gabe could do the same shit. You didn't fucking whatever. But you know what though? I think we're both doing okay.
Yeah.
And no one. There's people that said, "Oh yeah, you're not going to make anything in your life," but that was just because I was a little punk ass fucking kid. It had nothing to do with who I was and what my determination level was and what I wanted for myself. It wasn't like they said, "Oh, just because you're brown you can't go." No, they said because you're just a little shithead, you're not going to do this.
Mm-hmm.
So when I got older and learned how to do what I need to do, that changed life for me, and it didn't care. It's the whole fucking purpose of the brown guy is that it doesn't really matter. I'm the one brown guy that didn't care, and I'm gonna go push myself into a very white driven industry. Every industry I've been in has been a white dominated industry, except for the new one. Then I get to be like some of the few brown guys. Now I don't stand out as much. I'm like, wait a minute, I think I fucked up here.
Yep.
But the idea is, you're holding yourself back, not your color.
Yep.
It's your ideals, your definition of where you want to be with yourself, and you holding yourself back.
Yep. There's a YouTuber that I watched leading up to the election. I forget his name, and I wish I would remember it. But he joined Turning Point for one of these college tours with what's his name? Kirk. Charlie
Cameron.
Charlie Kirk.
Okay.
And he went to it was a predominantly black college that he was at, and he basically asked these kids, "Why are you voting for Kamala?" And he had a debate with a black kid college, and he's like, because I believe Kamala is going to give us the chances that we need to have in life to succeed. And he starts laughing. He's like, you're pretty much telling him that he's full of shit. He's like, I guarantee you'd be in this college right now even if Kamala wasn't running for president. You gave yourself that chance before she's even in office. So whatever you're telling yourself in your head is an excuse just to vote for a black person.
She's not black though.
No. And that's what he also brought up.
They've propped her up and says that she's black, but she's not black. She didn't become black until 4 years ago.
No, where is she now?
Candace Owens actually did a deep dive on her ancestry.
Yeah,
and she found out she does not have black in her family.
No, there's no black in her. She's an Indian mix. So yeah. I'm like,
oh God.
So there was a meme. Now that the election's over, Kamala can go back to being Indian.
Yes. But she's just disappeared like this. But poof, gone.
Oh, she's done.
Kamala.
So speaking of,
kind of as quickly as Biden disappeared.
Yep. Speaking of the election, we have one down and 1,000 more to go. I just saw that Ellen DeGeneres has left the United States for England.
No.
See ya.
Yeah.
Do we have proof of that? Do we have footage of her getting on the plane?
I don't think we do, but she's quoted as saying, "I'm never coming back."
Good.
Good.
Fuck off.
Bye.
Yeah.
Take
Later,
Whoopi
bitch.
Robert De
Goldberg
Niro?
with you too.
Robert De Niro, you're next.
Yeah, take them all.
Yeah.
Fucking what's his fucking name?
There is so many people that have said,
Mark Ruffalo.
yep. Harrison Ford is another one.
Can Mark Cuban fucking leave?
I'm like, see
Yeah.
you later.
Fuck you, Mark Cuban.
Yep.
Fuck you.
Yeah, he can go too. Toss bag.
So that brings up another topic that I wanted to go over, and that is, what do you think of the current situation with Trump and his cabinet picks? What do you think of his cabinet picks so far?
Bring it.
It's great. The fact that he's bringing in all these people that his borders are used to be the borders are for Obama.
Nice.
It's like okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so it definitely he's bringing in some people, and the best was who was it? The one that they said that he's not going to get the nomination, but basically it was a
Matt
troll.
Gaetz.
Matt Gaetz.
Yeah, Matt Gaetz. Matt Gaetz is like he knew he wasn't going to get it, but he propped them up there just to piss people off. It's all the ultimate troll. The
Well, he
Trump troll.
resigned too, so
Yeah. Well, no, I know, but after all that shit, but I think he put him in there to out him.
oh, for sure.
It was 100% just here. Let's pull all the fucking skeletons out of this fucking closet
Yep.
and then make you leave.
So the most badass move, I think, is Tulsi Gabbard for Director of National Intelligence.
Mhm.
Yes. At least we have some intelligence coming to this country.
Well, she has to take a train though.
Just to take a train.
Yeah, because apparently she's been she's on a no-fly
Oh,
risk.
she's on a high risk.
Yes, can't
Yeah,
fly.
but she could still fly.
Ooh, that I'm not sure of.
She could still fly. She's just on a watch list, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think Trump said that he was going to rescind that.
Of course, why wouldn't you?
Yeah,
It's a bullshit charge because they knew because she was coming after Kamala. That's why they did it.
Yeah.
Because she's not
Really?
not a puppet.
So this guy that is now the border czar,
I love this guy. Have you got the clip of him?
I'm looking for that right now.
Yeah.
His battle that he had with AOC
Yeah.
was one of my favorites. Let me see if I can find that one because it's fucking phenomenal the way he puts her in her place. And then there was another battle that he had with another
Senator.
chick.
Yep.
I can't remember her fucking name right now.
You work for me.
Yes, that's the one I'm talking about.
Yep. You
Where
need
did
to
it
shut
go?
up because you work for me.
Yeah, this guy's pretty badass. He's had a lot of interviews, and recently he had one with 60 Minutes, and they asked him, "We hear that it's going to cost $88 billion to send these people back. Is it worth it?" And he basically said,
Yeah.
"Yeah. Is your security worth it? Yeah, I think it is."
It's not just security. It's going to cost that much money for them leeching on the government.
Right.
For 1 year.
Yep.
For 1 year. Not continue for long term. So yeah, you're pulling the Band-Aid off quickly and just done.
Yep. Listen to this.
Quick question, and I want to make one quick statement. I find it very offensive that anybody would compare any federal employee, frankly, to someone who the Gestapo or running Nazi concentration camps. That is very offensive. I have 15 seconds, and I yield it to you.
Thank you for saying that. I wish somebody in Democratic leadership would say that out loud. Look, you want to know why there's 50,000 people in detention? You want to know why we have 1 million illegal entries in the United States? You want to know why we have these issues? Because you have failed to secure the border. You have failed to work with this president to close the 3 loopholes we've asked for 2 years to close. So if you want to know why this issue exists, you need to look in the mirror. You have failed American people for not securing the border and closing loopholes.
Mr. Holman,
Look,
please
Here it is.
respect the chair and the authority of the chair. The time of the gentleman has expired.
I've asked you politely to let me go
Gentleman
beyond my time, and you let other people go beyond their time, but not to Tom Homan. He don't get to go beyond his time.
Mr. Homan, we have
This is
approved
a
an
circus.
agreement
This is a circus.
between the Republicans and the Democrats with the ranking member. We increased the time of one witness, one member of Congress who was interrupted by a protest. That is done with the approval of the ranking member. Please respect the chair's authority.
I respect the chair's authority, but the chair.
Mr. Homan.
You work for me. I'm a taxpayer. I'm a taxpayer. You work for me.
The witness will suspend.
The look on her face, like, oh my God, I can't believe someone just put me in my place. Now, here's the other one.
And I just want us to be very careful with that. With that, Ms. Ocasio-Cortez.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Earlier, my colleague from Maryland, Mr. Raskin, asked the panel how many people here believe that child separation is an effective policy in deterrence. And no one on the panel raised their hand. I just wanted to note that for the record, Mr. Chair. I wanted to ask a question from Professor Mukherjee. Is the United States violating or violated human rights agreements set by the United Nations in a family separation policy?
Yes. International law is clear that family unity should be prioritized.
So we, as members of the United Nations, signed on into an international human rights agreement saying very clearly that family separation is a violation of international human rights, and then we pursued a policy that violates human rights. Mr. Chair, I was looking, how did we get to this point? How did we get to this point where we take children out of mothers' and fathers' arms? And, it dated back, family separation in the way that we have seen it, where we take children away from their parents without due process, began last year in coordination with DOJ. Here is the memo that I would like to submit to the congressional record.
What is the date of that?
It is the memorandum for the Secretary from Homeland Security.
Date.
April 23rd, 2018, subject increasing prosecutions of immigration violations.
Without objection.
And so I looked at this memo, and it seems like this is the source of it. And it seems as though, Mr. Homan, that you are the author. It says here from yourself, Kevin Michalinen, and Francis Cisna. Is this correct? Did you sign the memo?
I'd have to see what you.
You're giving.
I'd be happy to provide it. And we'll provide it over, but I would like to note that here it says the official recommendation. There were 3 different options presented. The third included the option for family separation. This initiative would pursue prosecution of all amenable adults, including those presenting with a family unit. Mr. Homan, your name is on this. Is this correct?
Yes, I signed that memo.
So you are the author of the family separation policy?
I am not the author of this memo.
You're not the author, but you signed the memo.
Yes, a zero tolerance memo.
So you provided the official recommendation to Secretary Nielsen on for the United States to pursue family separation.
This is where she thinks that she has him right, dead to rights. She's like, I got
always.
you, motherfucker.
She's always, I'm so smart. I looked it up.
Yeah. And then she doesn't know that she's playing checkers, not chess.
I gave Secretary Nielsen numerous recommendations on how to secure the border and save lives.
But it says here that you gave her numerous options, but the recommendation was option 3, family separation.
What I'm saying, this is not the only paper where we've given the Secretary numerous options to secure the border and save lives.
And so the recommendation of the many that you recommended family separation.
I recommended zero tolerance.
Which includes family separation.
The same as is with every U.S. citizen parent gets arrested when they're with a child.
zero tolerance was interpreted as the policy that separated children from their
If I get arrested for DUI and I have a young child in the car, I'm going to be separated. When I was a police officer in New York and I arrested a father for domestic violence, I separated that father
Mr.
from his
Holman, with
family.
all due respect, legal asylees are not charged with any crime.
When you're in the country illegally, it's violation 8 United States Code 1325.
Seeking asylum is legal.
If you want to seek asylum and go through the port of entry, do it the legal way. The Attorney General of the United States has made that clear.
Okay. Mr. Chair, the memo.
Mr. Chair, I put my foot in my mouth and I don't know what else to fucking say at this point.
She just needs to be done. I'm fucking tired of her.
Oh, she's done. She's going to be done.
Annoying as fucking hell.
Well, she's losing her followers because what's her constituency? Is it New Jersey?
New York.
New York.
New York. She's in New York.
And they're
She's in
all
Brooklyn.
changing the red.
But New York had one of the biggest swings towards Trump. There's 11.5% swing towards Trump.
Speaking of swings, didn't I tell you California might go purple? And what happened?
8.5% swing.
Yeah.
Everyone's sick of it.
It's going. It'll be interesting to see what happens to Newsom next time around.
Oh, he's gone too. So the interesting thing is, just recently on X, AOC put out a tweet asking people which Republicans, which right-wingers podcasts should I start following?
Yes. Yeah.
So either she's been red-pilled, or she's
going after.
Yes.
Yes, she's going to start playing the game, but
yeah, she wants to go after.
She's going to realize on January 20th that the game is not going to be very friendly for her anymore.
No.
All her clique is gone, all her protection's gone, all the bullshit's going to be gone. The shit's done.
Yeah.
No more fuck. You can be transgender. No one says you can't be transgender, but you're not top of the line being transgender. No one says you can't be whatever you want, but we're going to cut back on the mental illness that goes along with it. You can go do what you want to do, but do it on your own time and on your own space. Don't make us have to. I'm not going to call you ma'am, sir.
One thing that I'm tired of also is these liberal white women blaming black and Hispanic males and stupid white women for voting Trump into office. People, these women are so. All you have to do is look in their eyes, and you can see that they're batshit fucking crazy.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
They're shaving their heads. They're making threats that they're not going to have sex anymore. And by the way, I think that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
I'm all, that's not a threat. That sounds like a freaking positive way to go.
Yeah, we don't need you to breed any more of you.
You're fucking a little crazy fucking ridiculousness.
Yep.
Yeah. It's just them having a fucking tantrum, a childish tantrum.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone now is a misogynist. By the way, how can you be misogynist if half of your fucking new cabinet are women?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, he just got Linda McMahon in the cabinet, Tulsi Gabbard, his
daughter-in-law.
Yeah.
Did she go? Yeah, she's in the cabinet.
His I forget the position, but she was leading his campaign.
Oh yeah, the Attorney General.
No.
Who it is?
Oh God, what's that position's name?
Chief of Staff.
Yes, thank you, Chief of Staff. She's a woman.
Yep.
So, how can you be misogynist?
I mean, they got pretty much the higher jobs.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no DEI. He just put the right person in the right spot. Doesn't matter if you're male or female.
And by the way, there is a gay person, a gay man in the consideration for another position in the cabinet because he's earned it, not because he's gay.
Because he's the right person for the job.
Correct.
That's the thing. It doesn't matter if you whatever.
Nope.
Whatever your situation is, it doesn't matter.
You have to diversify.
It's it's not diversification. It's finding the right people. And if you just so happen to be X, then come on in.
Well, that's why the Democrats went wrong, because that's what they did. They got to make sure, we got a gay person, a transgender, and this. You might not be good for the job, but yes, we need a black president.
Mm-hmm.
Won't be good for the job, but that's
you don't even need to be black.
Yeah, but that's what you need. That's what we want.
You can just say you're black.
You know, so I don't know.
But I got into it on X. There was a thread, and there was this woman. I finally got blocked, but there's this woman saying that every man that voted for Trump is a Hitler follower, is a Nazi, is a misogynist, is racist. So I said to her, here's the funny thing. I'm a Latin male married to a black female. How can you pin that on me, knowing that the fact is that I'm Latin and married to a black person? How can I be racist? And that's when I got the block.
Because you got no
well,
argument.
because at that point she has no rebuttal, so just block. You're done.
Yeah,
it's
it's
typical.
They're just using these catchphrases now that are dog whistles, basically.
It's been 12 years of this shit.
Yep.
Catchphrases. It's a new catchphrase on something, whatever, and it's like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
The media is to blame for this shit, to be honest with you, because they're the ones that
social
perpetuate
media,
this thing.
Yeah.
Well, what is
The
it,
government,
CBSN or whatever it is, that's for sale.
The FBI.
Yeah, I heard Elon might buy MSNBC.
ABC. I thought he was going to buy ABC.
Was it ABC? It's one of those.
ABC he wanted to buy.
With ABC
That way-
a little ABC is a little bigger.
No, he
That
was
would be
going to
a
buy
tough
ABC so he could cull the View.
Yeah, but ABC is so much
Elon.
bigger than
He's
just
got plenty of money.
ABC.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's ABC, it's Disney,
Yep.
ESPN,
ESPN, Viacom, basically.
Viacom. Basically, that's a huge.
Yep.
That's a huge.
Yeah, I think it's
that's a huge
MSNBC.
buy.
I think it is
It's probably
MSNBC.
MSNBC because
If I was ABC,
they're the ones
I'd
that are
sell it
laying
to
off
him
everyone,
because
right? They're the ones that
nothing
are
worth
in
it.
financial trouble right now, and laying people off. So I'm guessing it's them.
Yeah.
I wouldn't buy them. I just let them fucking die on the vine.
Well, there's an upside to it.
What's the upside?
You turn it into a red publication.
Yeah, but I don't know. It seemed like it would be a hard enough turn. Buy Fox and make it red completely. Fox 10 Phoenix is all fucking wrong way.
Well, those are the independent.
Right, I'm saying buy out the freaking all the affiliates and everything.
Yeah,
probably better off.
Yeah,
I think I mentioned this
there was
in
just
the
a lot of
last.
shit going around saying he was going to buy CNN, ABC, and the other one.
CNN should be on its way in decline too.
Oh,
Yeah, they're in decline, big time.
gone. They've killed
I think I mentioned it in the last episode, but Jeff Bezos, who is either full owner or part owner of Washington Post, has ridiculed the editor and saying that they need to start going more towards the middle with their narration. So I think there's a lot of obvious bias.
Well, I
And
know,
Bezos
because-
obviously saw it and was like, you know what, we're going to lose more and more money because this newspaper is already losing money.
Yeah. Well, look at who's going to pay for advertising. Who pays the most advertising on TV? Pharmaceutical companies.
Mm-hmm.
Now JFK's coming in. He wants to clean all them out. They're not going to have the budgets like they have in the past just to pay for TV ads.
True.
The TV stations are going to
I guarantee you the
bust.
first thing is pharmaceuticals are not going to be able to advertise,
Yep.
just like cigarettes.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're slowly on the
that'll be
decline.
it. That'll be it. Is pharmaceutical can't because they're addictive. They're
Yep.
a health risk, even more a health risk than cigarettes.
Mhm.
So I
It's
think
like
that'll be the
Hollywood.
first one to go.
Hollywood's disappeared. The Netflix, the Apple TV have killed Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
They were told this was going to happen. Don't go on strike. Don't do this. Don't do that. Shut down. Hollywood is nothing anymore.
Yeah.
Everything's gone to Atlanta. They're moving it. Like Hollywood's finished.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Too
Tulsa or Oklahoma as a state is giving tax credits to anyone that wants to produce
studios. Yeah,
So
there's a
Tulsa, so the
new
Tulsa
studio
King
going.
is not only filmed in Oklahoma, it's also filmed in Georgia. So I found that out because on the episode where the marijuana guy gets out of the Rolls Royce, that's one of my friends' roles. So some of it's filmed in Georgia, some of it's filmed on location.
Interesting. Well, Georgia, I think, has a tax credit for production studios too.
They
right?
do a lot. So all the Marvel movies are made in Georgia. They do a lot of movies in Georgia.
Yeah, it's spreading out. There's the new studio that's opening in Arizona.
Yep.
In addition to the old Western ones that you're used to seeing, the old Tucson, Benson Studios, all any of your Westerns are going to be filmed down in that area. But you'll see more Texas coming in, more Georgia coming in, and these companies that have a ton of space that can give you giant freaking sets to go film out on.
Yeah, well, it all became because of COVID. California shut down, so they needed somewhere to film, and Georgia was like, over here.
Yeah,
we don't have that many restrictions. Bring it over. Yep. One of my friends, he was he would build the sets, and dude, he was earning astronomical money.
Oh, they make ridiculous money.
Because I'm just like, he was a tech working on Jeeps, and he was like, "Fuck this, I'm out."
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you the story about when I was coming back from filming American Crawlers? I was on a plane with the guys that are the grips and everything for WWE Raw.
No.
So I was sitting next to one of the guys, and they're all in first class. I happened to take first class back home because I was like, you know what? I'm going to treat myself a little bit. Treat yourself. So I'm talking to this guy. I'm like, so what are you guys part of a construction crew? He's like, no, man. We work for Vince McMahon. We're all grips, riggers. So what they do is they basically set up and tear down the ring, all the screens, the catwalks and everything before the event. And then after the event, they tear it down. So once it's all torn down, it goes into a trailer. They fly to the next venue.
Yep.
And their turnaround times are like super, super tight.
Mm-hmm.
And,
it's big business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh my God. They're all like really, really in shape type dudes.
Oh, it's
and
all...
They're not all young either.
Yeah. No,
they're
it's run.
They were like in their late 30s, early 40s. What couple of guys were probably in their early 50s. But I asked one of them, I'm like, I said, I'm guessing you make good money. He's like, dude, we make so much fucking money.
Yeah.
He's like, this flight, we didn't pay for this flight. We have an American Express black card with our name on it, but it goes to the company, and the company pays for our black card.
Everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's big. It's huge business.
That whole entertainment side of it. When I lived in Redondo Beach, the roommates that I live with, she did set design and he did actual building of sets, and everyone kind of in that little group all worked for the movie studios, and they'd go work their asses off for 4 or 5 months and then just go sit on the beach and just surf, go to Costa Rica and surf and whatever. And that was it. They probably could have worked more and made way more money, but they were into the lifestyle that they wanted to have, and they'd go kick ass for a few months and I'd hardly see them, and then they'd just be kind of at the house chilling.
What a life.
Yeah.
What a life.
We all like that life. Just sit back and chill and just have the money.
Yeah, speaking of sets and studios, next year, probably January, February time, my office here that you see behind me is going to be completely changed.
Oh.
I'm going to build like an actual studio in here instead of it just being a generic looking office some fucking dickhead works in.
I've noticed your
So-
walls aren't red.
Are you going to fire that dickhead?
Yes, he's an asshole.
New dickhead coming in.
He drinks all my fucking whiskey.
Fuck that guy.
He gets the first dibs on my French fries. Goddamn animal.
Yeah, I just noticed your wall's not red tonight.
No, they're not. Don't know why. I didn't even notice that. I wonder if it just changed on its own. Anyway, yeah, it's gonna be different. I'm gonna actually paint my walls because obviously this was a new house and we didn't really do too much to the wall. So, gonna paint. Gonna add a custom desk, some background. I'm gonna actually put some sound treatment on the walls.
Oh, so you get that deep tone.
Yeah.
No echo.
Give me that deep tone. Put it in deep.
Hey, you know what I wanted to ask? I've always wanted to ask.
Yeah.
That picture behind you, what's the handprints?
This one?
Yeah.
Okay, so the story with that is there was a series of called Life Imitates Art. And this was one of the series, and that is every single member of the Wu-Tang Clan in the George Washington crossing the Delaware scene. And the handprint is they're real. It's real paint. It's from the RZA.
It's the Wu.
The Wu-Tang.
It's from the Wu.
The Wu-Tang symbol. So there was a limited edition. I think only 300 were made. 200 to 300 were made, and I paid high dollar for that thing. It's don't know the value of it now, but to me it's priceless.
Mm-hmm. Oh, cool.
So they're prints. They're not actual paintings, but it's a print of a
limited
painting.
run. Yeah.
So I thought it was really cool. Obviously, I'm a big fan of the Wu-Tang Clan and hip hop in general, but especially of the Wu-Tang Clan. I'm a big fan. And when this came out, I believe this was in 2009, 2008 when they announced it. I had to put my name on a list, and it was basically a lottery because there were so many people that wanted it and it was limited. And my name got drawn, and I had to put, I think I paid almost $1,000 for it, something like that.
Jeez.
Wow.
I can't remember. So long ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, that painting, that print is definitely going to stay in this office. Going to move some of my other canvas art around. Obviously needs to be changed up a little bit. But yeah, it's going to be completely different. Obviously, I like black, so I'm going to probably paint the walls black. Yeah.
It'd be nice, make it nice and dull.
Yeah. And deep. Real deep. Before we go, next week is Thanksgiving. There's a good chance we won't be recording next week because of the holiday. So
I won't be there the following week either.
Oh, where are you going?
To the Caribbean. Hang on, let me say it the right way. The Caribbean.
Caribbean, not the Caribbean.
Well, we say Caribbean. You guys say the Caribbean.
You know what I noticed is whenever you say the movie Pirates of the Caribbean, that's the correct way.
Mm-hmm. The Caribbean.
But people say the Caribbean.
Caribbean.
When they're going to the Caribbean.
Yes.
It's fucking so weird.
I know, it's crazy. It's stupid.
But you also say illuminate.
Aluminium.
Okay, so it's spelt different. That's why we say it different.
Oh.
It's aluminium, aluminum. So it's like minium, and you goes aluminum. So it's spelled different. I can't even say it anymore. It's crazy the amount of words that come close to each other that I get so tongue-tied that I'm
yeah.
Can't
but anyway, back to what I was going to say. What are you guys planning on having for Thanksgiving dinner?
Whatever Justine's grandmother's cooking.
Oh, so it's
whiskey.
Out of your hands.
Oh, I'll tell you what we had last year. You're gonna laugh at this. We had KFC chicken.
Nice.
Yeah,
I can do
KFC
that.
Chicken. I think we had KFC chicken. Yes.
Armando,
I don't
what are you
know.
having?
I don't know. We're going to my sister's house, and I should probably make the standard spread, turkey and shit. I don't know. I was completely against turkey this year.
Yeah.
I have a feeling I'm going to be stuck
Disgusting
into it.
bird.
But I have to go get a ham or something because I don't really care about turkey.
Yeah.
I was thinking just prime rib for Thanksgiving would be best, or smoking a brisket would have been good for Thanksgiving. Just kind of get away from it. We usually do prime rib for Christmas, so I was thinking brisket would be like a good switch for Thanksgiving. But we'll see what comes.
Sure.
Maybe I think we're gonna do Thanksgiving at my sister's, and then Friday morning go take the trailer out and go camping for the weekend with some friends. So maybe I'll just do the brisket then if we don't do one Thanksgiving.
You're gonna be deep in the desert. Go real deep in the desert.
It's kind of shallow in the desert. So it's just that deep.
Just the tip.
That's the whole thing. What are you talking about, the tip? That's the whole thing.
So
all
my
the
wife
way.
and I, since it's just the wife and I, our Thanksgivings are usually different. We'll switch from one year we'll go traditional, and every other year we switch from traditional to whatever the fuck we want. So this year it's whatever the fuck we want. And right now we're thinking about homemade pizzas.
Not bad.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters what food you have.
No. It's the thought that counts.
Correct.
Yeah. A few years ago, we went to New Mexico for Thanksgiving. We left Thanksgiving morning. No, was it Thanksgiving? No, it was Wednesday before Thanksgiving. We went to New Mexico and we got up Thanksgiving Day. Nothing was open. We pulled into Ruidoso in New Mexico, up in the hills, and we get into the hotel and they have a spread for Thanksgiving. Well, we get there like 20 minutes after they close it down. So we were at freaking Walgreens buying frozen pizzas and these little cheese and cracker boxes to have dinner in the hotel. So that was a good year. I think we didn't have any traditional at all, but it was a great year.
Nice.
So it doesn't matter what you eat. Nope. It matters what you're doing.
Hopefully we're going to have deer for our Thanksgiving because I'm planning on going hunting with Matt Loxley
for deep pizza
for some deer. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going dirty on me. You're going to have some deer.
Yeah.
No.
Come here, deer.
Come here, deer. He's going to go deep with Matt Loxley.
I'm going to go deep in the deer.
In the hide.
Deer.
I'm going to pull out the fucking guts.
Watch me go deep.
So yeah, Matt's dad has a nice piece of property up in Clarksville, and he's got a really nice pimped out hunting blind that fits like 6 people, and it's really nice. And that's where I got my first deer. So we're gonna probably go Saturday, and if I get one, I'm definitely gonna have deer for Thanksgiving. Depending on if I can get it back from the processor in time.
Probably not.
If not, then just pizza.
Just cut the leg off and send the rest to the processor.
Yeah.
I mean, why not?
Listen, I've actually been watching videos on how to process your own deer.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I can probably do that, but I'm not very skillful with a knife. So last thing I want to do is cut a gland.
Just cut
and all of a sudden it's fucking, the meat's worthless.
They're going to bleed out.
You're gonna bleed it out anyway.
Well, no, if you even touch a gland on the deer with your hand and you touch another part of the deer, that meat's gone. You can't eat it. You ruin the fucking taste of it. So there's glands on the
arm.
Well, there's glands on all 4 legs.
Oh.
And then there's one inside the cavity also.
Okay, so why don't you just cut a rump off?
Again, I'm very clumsy with the knife. I'm not skillful with. The only way I can use a knife is by shanking somebody, and that's just randomly in the body.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna get my prison shank, Chip.
Yeah. Let me go get my toothbrush. I need to sharpen it.
The
Wrap my underwear around it.
Taped and wrapped in tape. I guess we'll end that here.
Oh,
Because
okay.
this is just going to go fucking way left.
Y'all ain't right. Yeah,
No.
we're very left.
Yeah.
We've
All right.
got
Well,
the-
you guys have a happy Thanksgiving and stay safe out there. And for
All right.
everyone listening and everyone watching, have a happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for being with us this year. Don't forget to go to rub-1.com and pick up your car wash goods, and go to liftedforless.com to pick up all your lifted stuff, your Jeep stuff, your Bronco stuff, your truck stuff, and wish those guys
Black Friday.
Get
Get some of those Black Friday deals.
Yeah.
So are we not going to be back next week?
Or what?
Thanksgiving's the following week, isn't it?
No, it's next week.
No, next week.
Yeah. Are we not doing a podcast next week?
Probably not.
Holiday!
All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.
See ya.
See you guys.